New breed, global truth. Shalom, shalom. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Salute to everybody entering the stream. I see Jerry Wonder's in the building. Karen is in the building. Sweet Queen. Calvin. King Michael, what's going on? Move in silence. Hakeem. Yo. Kato. Mama Bear Judah. Gian Marco 8, what's good? Salute to the family. I'm glad y'all catching another stream. Abigail, what's up? Jakeem Judah's in the building. Michael Vaughn. Yo, TK Kirkland's in the house. What's good? Carlos Mendoza. Yolanda Dixon. King Lou. Shaolin Malik. Listen, I'm glad y'all catching another stream. I want y'all to pound the like button on your way in, man. We got some things to discuss today. Yes, indeed. We're about to get into some coverage of the Andrew Tate situation. Look, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this off the break, right? If you're one of these individuals who are pretty much a stan and you're an idolater, this stream is not going to be for you. Because all you brothers out there and some of you sisters who believes that somebody just accidentally gets accused of human trafficking, there's something that's seriously wrong with your logic. This is not one of those cases where somebody accidentally gets caught up in. You don't accidentally get put on a docket for human trafficking. There's not too many mistakes made when it comes to agents and probes, when it comes to something this serious. All right? So listen, get out of your feelings, get out of your emotions about your idol, about your God, about your Messiah. Get out of emotions about Andrew Tate. Now, I believe that this is a ritual / criminal enterprise. And they're pretty much showing you the underbelly and in the inner workings of the industry. Not a lot of people heard about what Pizza-Gate is, but we'll explore those horizons as we view this particular stream. Now let's get into it.
Pizza and make sure that these boxes are not recycled.
Pizza.
Now, off the break, he asked for the pizza on camera. Now, for those who are familiar with Pizza-Gate, let me break this down to you, right? And I'm going to give you the politically correct version so I don't get hit with any, flags and things of that nature. So I'm going to give you the politically correct answer of what Pizza-Gate is in case you're wondering, right? I'm going to go directly to Wikipedia and give you their definition. And then I'm going to share my opinion, right? Pizzagate is a conspiracy theory that went viral during the 2016 United States presidential election cycle. It has been extensively discredited by a wide range of organizations, including the Washington, D.C. police. Wow, very interesting. Because I'm from Washington, D.C., and I didn't know that Washington, D.C. police were paid enough to uncover a global conspiracy and a network of pederasty. But whatever the case may be, that's what they say, right? In March 2016, the personal email account of John Podesta, Hillary Clinton campaign chair, was hacked in a spear-phishing attack. WikiLeaks published his emails in November 2016. Proponents of the Pizza-Gate conspiracy theories falsely claim the emails contain coded messages that connected. Hold on, let me see. They're popping up ads that falsely claim that emails connected coded messages that connected several high-ranking Democratic Party officials and U.S. restaurants with alleged human trafficking and child sex rings. All right. They were using Comet's Ping Pong Pizzeria in Washington, D.C. Right? That's what the allegations were. So a lot of people may not have been aware of what Pizzagate is. So now that you up to speed, it was child trafficking, human trafficking. They had different codes for different things. They use pizza to order little girls. The coded messages for pizza was little girls, and they would ask for hot dogs for little boys. So they were speaking in code for children. And now here we have a world-renowned businessman. Now we have an entrepreneur, an athlete, a guy that was on a couple TV shows, and now look what we have here. Now Andrew Tate is caught in the mix.
Pizza box may have given Romanian police information in order to arrest Andrew Tate.
The world is influence.
Andrew Tate is a former kickboxer, Big Brother contestant, and far-right influencer. He was banned from Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram for hate speech and misogynistic comments. Tate.
Now, if you're an individual who believes that everything is just relative, and there's nobody conspiring and there's nobody behind the scenes doing horrendous acts, then you are really green and naive to how the world truly works. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, there's not by chance that they used the pizza box to trace where Andrew Tate was at. It's not a coincidence that there was a pizza box used, and it is jail to all of this. This is a ritual. They're putting this before your face. They're creating an environment where you root for the villain. That's what it is. They're villainizing them, but at the same time, they're trying to make the villain heroic. So you can subliminally, on a subconscious level, accept certain ideologies coming from the puppet masters. It's very, very symbolic. And for those who've been asking, has Andrew Tate already walked out of the Romanian prison? The answer is no. They're going to be holding him for a month's time. But the day of his arrest, he tweeted that they just sent the agents from Matrix. Right on the day he was arrested. But he has to do 30 days, at least 30 days in a Romanian prison. Right? And he tweeted out just to tell his fans one last message. It's amazing how when Andrew Tate gets banned from social media, he has one long dialogue before he gets cast away. I don't know if y'all remember that. When he had that one long diatribe about his last message to social media. And then all of a sudden, when he gets arrested for these 30 days, he gets one tweet. All of a sudden, he gets one tweet before the cops come and arrest him. And he's basically saying, listen, they after me. Listen, Andrew Tate is no freedom fighter. He doesn't have the answers. Andrew Tate does not even give good advice. Only thing he tells you is how to get some vagina, how women are going to act if you act like this, how women are going to act if you act like that. He talks about the deficiencies of women. Andrew Tate is not responsible for bringing no one together. He's not responsible for repairing the nation of Israel. He's not responsible for nothing righteous. All he does is give you some business ideas, and he gives you a couple motivational one-liners. This is not a guy that is a savior anyone. We're talking about a double agent. His father being a CIA operative taught him the game of manipulation, taught him how to play chess, not checkers. I'm telling you now, Andrew Tate, he is a part of the system. He's walked through those doors. Somebody said, I disagree that he does give good advice. What advice did he give you, Leo, that helped your life in the better? Probably advice that your dad should have gave you. Anyway, let's continue.
Its past claims include saying women were partially responsible for sexual assault and that women belonged to men.
And I believe when he made comment, he meant belong to him as property that can be bought or sold. That's just my opinion. And again, when we talk about Pizza-Gate, I gave you the political correct answer. I told you what the world claims Pizza-Gate is. Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, I believe that there are people who operate behind the scenes who conduct horrendous atrocities against mankind. And I believe that they also attack the innocent. I believe that these people do delve in a child sex ring of pedophilia. That's my opinion. And I believe that Andrew Tate, he's in the inner in crowd. They're trying to make it seem like he's this outsider who's been casted off of social media. He's this guy who's just trying to blow the lid off of this thing and wake up everybody. No. I believe Donald Trump is an insider. I believe Andrew Tate is an insider, and I question everything the left and the right wing perceive as reality. And I know some people gonna say, "Wow, New Breed, that's really, going over the top." That's because you caught up in a left wing, right wing paradigm. They're all a brotherhood. I remember Ye came out with a video some years back. Not to be long-winded about this, but he came out with a music video with every celebrity, including Donald Trump. He had a whole lot of different celebrities, and they were butt-ass naked in a bed together. I don't know if y'all remember that video. They were all in bed together. That was subliminal. Ye was showing that everyone is in bed together. This is a fraternal order. Two wings of the same bird. And if you don't understand that, watching all of this, seeing what's going on, you're going to be easily confused. Right?
Twitter CEO Elon Musk reinstated Andrew Tate's account in November. Since then, Tate has written that he never forgave mask wearers and said men are unimportant. If other men do not fear you, woman disagrees with you. On December 27th, Tate tweeted climate activist Greta Thunberg about his car collection and its...
By the way, fair use. Federal law allows citizens to redistribute portions of copyright material for the purposes of teaching, edification, and so forth. For some reason, every video I've been doing, the last 4 or 5 videos, YouTube, y'all been hitting me with copyright claims unjustly. Anyway, let's continue.
Enormous emissions. She responded with a fake email address for Tate to enlighten her. In a response video to Thunberg's tweet, Tate ordered a pizza that clearly showed the name of a Romanian pizza.
Now, either Tate is very foolish and he knew he was wanted for certain crimes, and he was so foolish that his ego drove him to respond to this individual. And the Romanian police said, listen, we're going to go after this man. Now, first and foremost, he had to be guilty of something if he was on the run. It must have been something they already had on him. Listen, this is intentional. This is intentional. There is nothing that's publicized on a mainstream level without an agenda. This is a signal to the elites. Anybody with common sense and understands how they stage these events knows that this is a symbol. This is giving reverence to what's about to take place. It's communicating, telling you. Now, let me read a little more about Pizza-Gate. Pizza-Gate is generally considered a predecessor to the QAnon conspiracy theory. It also generated another offshoot conspiracy theory called Frazzle Drip, which involved Hillary Clinton's participating in the ritual murder of children or a child. Pizzagate resurged in 2020, mainly due to Anon, which initially it was spread only the far right. It has since been spread by teens on TikTok who don't otherwise fit a right-wing conspiracy theorist mold. See, this is what they like to do. Andrew Tate is a quote-unquote extreme right-wingist, according to the media. So they're claiming that the theory is strictly right-wing, and this whole thing that was to go against the Democratic Party on the left. When in all actuality, ladies and gentlemen, if this man is on the right wing, why is he communicating using pizza? To show you again, they're all on the same team. It's a fraternal order. It's an order bounded by blood. All they ask for is trust. They all serve the Baphomet. And somebody in the chat said Tate is framed. You a stand. And you're not paying attention to anything being said. So I'm going to get you out of here. How can you say somebody is framed with no proof that he was framed? You're not going to do that on here. All you stands who idolize people, I'm getting you right up out of the chat. Let's go.
Restaurant, which some speculated.
And notice how the camera, it literally zoned in. It literally zoned in on this pizza box. It zoned in on it. He ordered the pizza right in front of the camera. The pizza gets there. They sit it there. They zone in on it. And then all of a sudden, he gets arrested for human trafficking. And nobody finds nothing weird about that. We're talking about, this is obvious stuff. Obvious.
Gave his location to authorities.
Welcome to a new episode of The Clown Show.
Romanian police released a video of Tate and his brother Tristan being taken into custody. Police video also shows guns, money, and knives allegedly found in the house. Andrew Tate, his brother, and 2 other people were arrested. In a statement, Romanian officials say the 4 people appear to have created an organized crime group with the purpose of recruiting.
Wow, wow, wow. With the purpose of recruiting. Now, why are they sitting up in this bunker style remote location with guns, knives, computer monitors, the whole 9? It says, appears to create an organized crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women. If you pay attention to my last stream, I showed you that Tate, he has a history of exploiting women, using them on webcams, swindling men out of their hard-earned money, basically taking people's life savings, homes, cars, property, all of that. He's been doing this for years. This is how he rose to prominence. And then he also said in that same video, when they asked him, how does this story end? He basically said, look, this is just the beginning. Meaning he still has been dibbling and dabbling in the exploitation of women. I don't see how everybody is on a bandwagon trying to defend this dude. Right? It goes on to say, by forcing them to create pornographic content meant to be seen on specialized websites for a host. Wow, wow, wow. To find this far-fetched is beyond me. This is the Most High's judgment. Gianmarco, thank you for the 10. It says, this Tate guy is making masculinity look very bad. Keep preaching, new breed, you killing it. All praises, bro. Thank you for the support. And you're right. Gianmarco, that's what Andrew Tate set up to do. Andrew Tate was set up to pretty much destroy the reputation of masculine men who are speaking against the divine feminine. Anybody speaking up against the Jezebel spirit, the succubus spirit, they have basically hired this man as the satanic incubus male in order to pretty much discredit our work. It's to make us look bad. It's to make all men look bad. It's to make masculinity look bad. Where anybody who has some oomph or any level of testicular fortitude is automatically viewed as a common criminal, a pimp, a wicked man. It's a ritual being conducted in front of all of us. New Glip says, when the media go in on something, it is a setup. Not saying Tate not in on it. All praises to the Most High. Exactly. It's some type of setup.
Police video also shows guns, money, and knives allegedly found in the house. Andrew Tate, his brother, and 2 other people were arrested. In a statement, Romanian officials say
So it was 4 of these guys here.
4 people appear to have created an organized crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create pornographic content meant to be seen on specialized websites for a cost.
Man, they was about to put them girls on the dark web, man. I don't care what nobody say. Tate and them boys, they was finna put them girls on the dark web and have them doing any and everything. I'm talking about, listen, there's some dark places on the internet. And I can honestly, with a person like Tate, they would have had them women eating all kind of fecal matter, all kind of vomit and waste. They would have had them, I mean, they would have been humiliating. If y'all think that gaggers is bad, imagine what they would have been doing with these ladies, bro. Real talk. Imagine what they would have been doing, bro. I'm telling you. It would have been like humiliation. It would have been some humiliation stuff on another level, bro. Real talk. And they listen. The Romanian police, they had some type of agent. They had a wire. They had something where they came and got this guy. Stop thinking they can't pin something on you like that if you're not guilty some way. Yeah, it probably would have been all kind of stuff involved. All kind of stuff, bro. You never know what they had cooking up. This is crazy.
Prosecutors say Tate has been under criminal investigation since April.
So they've been watching. Like, listen. They've been watching Tate since April. Somebody said, I'm going too far with this. I'm not. How am I going too far? I'm telling you that I'm just covering the news. What are you talking about? You just don't want to hear this about Tate. You don't understand how much greed and lust can drive a man. There's some evil people out here. Yeah, somebody said he's another one that thinks he's beyond getting caught. Only God will judge. Exactly. MD Fit. Thank you for the $20 contribution. Says, you helped me and my future wife Sydney stay in our faith for years now. Blessings, brother. Sorry I ain't saying more right now. No, brother, I appreciate the support. Absolutely. Anything helps, brother. I appreciate it.
An attorney for Andrew Tate told CNN, quote, he was not arrested. He was detained for 24 hours.
But they keeping him for, look at the hands, ladies and gentlemen, will you look at this? Look in the car. How many of y'all see this? How many of y'all see Agent Tate throwing up the pyramids once again? He gets in a car. He is giving a message to the elite. I'm telling you, these people are Masons. These people are straight up agents, bro. I'm telling you, man, they Masonic double agents. Same thing in that one video. Peep this. He sees the camera. He knows the camera's there.
CNN.
This world is a stage, y'all.
And, quote, he was not arrested. He was detained for 24 hours.
Look, he purposely listen, he literally looks at the camera and purposely holds this sign up. They only hold him for 30 days for a reason. Yeah, he's given the occult, the Oculus. Now, for people who don't understand what this hand gesture means, let me break this down to you. We're going to take our time with this, right? I want y'all to understand what this means in the Masonic realm. What does this sign mean? Let me see. Let's go there. I'm gonna bring this up for y'all in a moment. Known as the unique badge of the Masons. Hold on. The pyramid mean? The all-seeing eye. It says we make rumors about what the Mason design pyramid is for. Let's go there. Let me see. They're not. I'm gonna pull this up while I play this. I'm gonna give y'all a definition, real time. I have an idea what it means. It more so points to the all-seeing eye, but there's another meaning to it when it's done by hand, and I'm gonna give y'all that. But watch it, peep it. Look how deliberate this is.
He was not arrested. He was detained for 24 hours. A court hearing.
Look how deliberate. Yo, you can't look. Just look how deliberate that was, man. I mean, goodness. Hey, DC. Thanks for the $20 contribution. Says, great work, New Breed. The hidden messages are real. Exactly. Exactly. And a lot of people are not symbol literate out here. Let's see. Let's see here. The Eye of Providence. The secret meaning. That's what it's called, the Eye of Providence. It's a cryptic symbol and convertible signs, the Eye of Providence, an eye set with a triangle in one such pyramid or symbol associated with Freemasonry, but also linked with the apocryphal Illuminati secret group of elite individuals allegedly seeking to control global affairs. The Eye of Providence is lightning rod of conspiracy theorists because of its hidden in plain sight. Not only if it appears on countless churches and Masonic buildings worldwide, it's also featured on the reverse of the American dollar bill, as well as the Great Seal of the United States. So here you have it. The all-seeing eye, exactly, is pretty much what it means. It's how they communicate subliminally. Who is Andrew Tate working for? Nobody, let me make this clear. Nobody just blows up the way Andrew Tate did out of nowhere right when Kevin Samuels died. He was the missing link. He was designed to fulfill a void.
Is reportedly scheduled for Friday. Greta Thunberg's response was a tweet that said, quote, "This is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes."
Now, what a tweet. Now, he was responding to Greta, and basically, they were investigating him since April, the Romanian police, and the pizza box led police to him. Now, this statement that she made, this is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes. Ladies and gentlemen, could it be that Andrew Tate is being spanked? Did he color outside the lines of the fraternal order? Could he have said something that he wasn't supposed to say? And so now they're spanking him. They always know what these elitists are doing. They always know what they got going on. They know very well what Pizza-Gate is. Could they have just said, you know what? You went outside the lines and boom, this is what you get when you don't recycle your pizza boxes. Could they be speaking code? Could Greta Thunberg be a part of it? And this is all a coded message. Yeah, a message to the other agents. A humiliation ritual, if you will, that he has to spend 30 days going through his punishment. Real talk. It's all pieces in the chess game, man. It's a fraternal order. They all are doing theater on the people. For real.
This is Inside Edition Digital.
Man, oh man, this is just too much to be a coincidence. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to use our minds. This not looking good. Yeah, they pretty much playing chess with us. Yeah, Greta Thunberg, I believe her to be a character as well. I don't believe that Andrew Tate was so bruised in his ego. And he knew he had all this criminal enterprise going on. And, you know, pretty much he was just flaunting, flexing, and couldn't help but to respond to Greta. And it led to his demise. I think it's a little bit deeper than that. You know, but you be the judge, ladies and gentlemen. You be the judge. Is it a ritual being conducted? Is he part of the Masonic order? Or was Andrew Tate really just running a criminal enterprise? Or is it agents from the Matrix sent to destroy Andrew Tate because Andrew Tate is a voice of the people? Andrew Tate is what's going to deliver all us men into our rightful position, and he's such a threat to the world powers that they just sent agents. You be the judge. You use your mind. Hey, I'm only here to make you think, brothers and sisters. Anyway, more content coming soon. Thank each and every one of y'all for joining the broadcast. It's surely appreciated. Share this video, like the video. I want everybody to have a blessed evening. With that being said, shalom and peace.